Today we're going to make tater tot cups. Nice simple recipe. You do need some tater tots. I got the mini ones. I think you can use the regular size ones also. We use Mexican cheese. Also, I decided to put some scallions on it, make it a little pizza thing with some pepperoni. You're going to need a muffin pan. Is there anything special you need? And I'm actually not using this for the spice. I'm using this to help make the cups. I'll show you that in a minute. So the first thing we're going to do is you need to take some cooking spray and spray down the muffin pan. I sprayed all the slots in the muffin pan, but I only ended up using 6 of them, just because this was a test for us too, to see how good the recipe is. Then with the mini tater tots that I bought, I put about 10 of them in each slot. If I was using the regular tater tots, I'd probably put about 5 or 6 in each one. So once that's done, put them in the oven at 450 degrees for about 10 minutes. While I was doing that, I decided I'd cut up my scallion onions. Again, this is more of a technique than really a recipe, but you'll see how it all works out in the end. So once they've been in the oven for 10 minutes at 450 degrees, you want to smush them into little cups. Make sure you use your Ove Gloves to take them out. I've got a link in the description. I tried using this little bowl, but it didn't really work out that well. I actually used a spice holder and it worked really well for me. I just use whatever you have for the right size. Don't be afraid to push down too hard on them. I went back and started doing some of the other ones that I didn't push down in the middle very hard on. And of course one sticks to it. Now put them back in the 450 degree oven for another 10 minutes. Once that's done, we're going to just put the toppings on. I actually had some shredded cheese that we shredded from a block. So we used a little bit of that in a couple of them. Then I use my Kraft Mexican blend cheese that I use for a lot of my recipes. Put that in a couple of them. Then I decided I was going to make me a couple of pizza types. So I put a piece of pepperoni in one, ate a couple pieces while I was there. Put the scallion onions on top of it. Then I use my Classico. It's actually spaghetti sauce, but I use it for a lot of my pizza recipes. It works really well. Then I decided that I wanted the sauce in the bottom, so I took all the toppings I had on that one off. Put the sauce down in the bottom. Then put the filling back on top of it. Then I put a little Mexican cheese on top of those two. About this time I realized that the block cheese that we had shredded was melting better than the stuff that was pre-shredded. So what I went ahead and decided to do was take those two out. And then I put the other ones back in the oven for about 3 minutes at that 450 degrees just to melt the cheese on top of them. Don't forget your Ove Gloves. So once I took them out of the oven, I just scooped them out and plated them up. Then we started the taste test. They all were really good. The ones with the block shredded cheddar cheese, they tasted great. The ones with just a Mexican cheese, they were great. The two pizza types, they were really great too. So then I took a picture of all the ones that we didn't like, and that was these. They all turned out really good, and there's lots of different ways you could make them. And now for the rating system. We have 4 categories, 1 being a lazy chef, 5 being a full home chef, for a total of up to 20 points. Prep time is a 1X. It's nice and simple. Number of ingredients, I'm going to call it a 1X. There's not a lot to it. Just depends on what you want to put on it. Unique ingredients, again, it's a 1X, just what you want to put on it. Unique equipment, it's a 1X. Still pretty simple. For a total of 4X, which is the easiest chef we can do. If you could, I'd appreciate a like and subscribe. Make sure to click the bell so you get notified every Thursday at noon when we have a new recipe come out. Let me know if you try it. Thanks.